Hey guys, it's Elle.
It's your life.
Come join us.
Make it beautiful. Make it beautiful. Age of new beginnings. Make it beautiful.
Come on. That's what we do here.
Make it beautiful. Make it beautiful.
Come on. That's what we do here.
Hi, welcome to Age of New Beginnings, and I'm Elle. And I'm here with store owner, entrepreneur, Sal Paterno.
Yes.
Yeah. Now he's got a very exclusive men's shop where he has European clothes, and they're just amazing, gorgeous.
Thank you.
The quality.
Thank you.
And we have an appointment coming.
Yep.
Yeah, we have Strafe.
Famous recording artist.
Yes, world renowned.
Yep.
Oh,
Here he comes.
here he is. Hey, great
Good
to
evening.
see you. Lots of love.
All right. How
Welcome to
Nice to meet you,
Milano's.
Sal Paterno.
you doing? Sal?
Hi, welcome to Age of New Beginnings. And I'm here with Sal. And Sal is the owner of Milano's, which is an incredible store where men that are distinctive, that really want to project themselves in a way where, like nobody else. That was really amazing. With this suit, I
This is a
heard
sport jet.
that you can actually, for a person that's going from one thing to another,
This is a client that travels a lot, that needs to go to certain meetings,
uh-huh.
and he's on the plane, he doesn't want to get wrinkled. You can actually fold it, put it in the compartment,
Look at that. That's
Check it out,
nice.
and it's still
You still look sharp, right?
no wrinkles.
Picture perfect.
I
love
Look at the
that.
details on the collar. That was
So that's the way a man wore a suit.
Yeah.
They had it fitted.
yes.
You don't buy it off the rack.
No, you can buy off rack. You just need a good tailor, which we
Right.
do have. If you don't have a good tailor, then you can't make it. So we do everything by hand. We do handmade buttonholes. So this is called surgeon cuffs.
Gorgeous.
So that's the sign of a well-made suit. So usually off the rack you won't have that,
Right.
but we do. Downstairs we do all handmade buttonholes. So every suit that leaves the store has handmade cuffs, handmade buttonholes, all done by hand.
It's a custom design for the individual.
Yes.
Totally.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God. Now what's really also amazing is the colors that you have in there. You customize.
Yes, and these you could make
These
any
sleeves.
colors. Just see, I put blues.
Right.
These you could put red. You want to put yellow. You want to mix it up. We'll do it all day.
Wow.
And then we do functioning buttonholes on the jacket.
That's what is your unique style.
Yes, and
That's if you're going to have a
Believe
Milano
me,
jacket.
yes.
That's what you're going to have.
Everything that comes out of the store will
Right.
have handmade buttonholes.
Wow.
Okay? And there's not a, I'm telling you, there's not a other store that can say that.
You know.
Very proud of my tailor shop.
Now, who was the one that told you about coming
Hanson.
here? Hanson.
Yeah, Hanson
Yeah.
told me to come by here.
Because he
Yes,
likes to be
yes,
over
yes,
the
yes.
top. Now, you have been doing what you've been doing at this particular location for about 25 years?
A little over 25 years.
Yeah. But
45 years altogether.
since the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, what's magical about you is you came right off the boat, right?
Yep. Came in 1968 from Italy, yes.
Yeah.
Then Connecticut,
Uh-huh.
then Miami, and then Long Island 86. So,
And now you're doing this internationally. You have people that you go see in Florida.
yes, I have clients all over the United States. I do the shows in Italy, and I do manufacturings in Italy, and my custom made also. But I have clients all over the United States. Yes.
Designing and dressing men.
Yes.
Now, this is your custom line.
Yeah, there's a custom line for evening,
Okay.
and with a little bling bling.
Yeah,
So if
I
you-
love bling bling.
The States, yeah. So I fly into them and take all their measurements and try to project them the right kind of suits that
Just
they need.
so, yeah, very
You know,
form-fitting,
Yeah,
very complimentary, very,
according to what the job that they have. So if you're going to be conservative, you're going to be stylish. We adjust to that.
yeah. Wow, you have a song coming out,
Yes.
and we really thought you would look amazing.
Yeah, well, for the night evening, you're going to wear this outfit should be appropriate for you. We'll try it on and see how it fits. If I think it's going to fit nice with your coloration, and it'll be great for your party.
Yeah. Well, I got a couple of shows coming up. Yeah, and one is at the Lehman Performance Arts and Arts Center. another one at the DL Hotel, Rooftop Hotel venue. So, pretty classy.
Elegant evening.
I would think so.
Okay.
Even though it's, we do dance music.
Yeah, but still.
Folks come, dressed up to have a good time, and this seems like it'd be a change of pace. I'd like to,
Something you could be comfortable in, you feel very stylish.
Yeah, well, I got a
In
new
my
piece
disco
coming.
days, we used to wear outfits like this.
We did, didn't we?
Well,
These are some of the most gorgeous, wild styles. So, you have casual wear.
Yeah, I have casual wear, I got jeans, we have suits, we got custom-made shoes on that side.
Nothing more that complements a suit than a really nice pair of shoes.
You have to have good shoes.
If you're not wearing good shoes, it can ruin or make or break a day.
Absolutely. The shoes are very important. Here's where our in-stock shoe that we carry downstairs. This is something I selected for that outfit that you're going to be wearing. So we take measurements of your feet and then we make the shoes. Because actually there's people that actually have like a 9.5 on the left and an
Right.
11 on the right.
Oh, wow.
So it's very hard for them to find shoes, so we have custom shoes for that.
That's amazing. That's
Yep.
fantastic. So we're going to do a tour, walk around the store. But before we do that, I still want to talk more about you because you're a family man.
Yep.
And for New Year's, you're in Italy, right?
I go to Italy twice a year. I
Yeah.
do 2 shows, one in January and one in July.
Okay.
And then we have Fashion Week that just finished in New York.
How
We do-
exciting is
That
that?
was very good.
You meet some of the most incredible designers.
Yes, we do, and I meet a lot of people from Italy that do textiles.
Uh-huh.
But the biggest show in the world is in Florence. Every buyer from every store in the world goes to Florence. That's the biggest one.
Sounds
and then
incredible.
after that, New York is.
For.
Thank
Now
you.
you also have ties that are also very unique, European made.
Yes, these are totally handmade.
Uh-huh.
There's only a few companies in the world that do handmade, and this gentleman was started with Brioni, which is very famous, and now he's got the last 15 years he makes his own ties by hand. It's called Dolce Punta, and you can see this. This is all done by hand. You see the stitching?
Gorgeous.
It's not machine made. You could always tell the difference. And then what particular about him is this little thread
Yeah.
that's in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Look what happens.
So it could be like a Roman.
And it comes back. But the
Okay.
reason for that is that
Uh-huh.
this tie will never shift.
Ah.
That's the reason of putting that thread in the middle.
Okay.
But it's always, you pull it, and it retains the shape.
Beautiful.
And then here, makes the perfect knot.
Wow. How sharp is
It's
that?
balanced. It's cut to my liking
Yes.
because I like the neck a certain way.
Right.
And when you do the teardrop, everything's got to be balanced.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the detail. Exquisite. So after doing it all these years, you know exactly, how can I say it?
What to buy?
Yeah.
Very good.
It is very important.
Very important because if you screw up the buying, and then you're not going to make it too good. But I buy according to mostly everything that you see here I would wear.
Yeah.
And then I buy certain things because of the clients that I have, what they like, their lifestyle. So I tend to switch on and off on what I buy.
Now, I love what you told me earlier, that you grew up very into style.
Yes.
Your mom did patterns?
Patterns, she designed, she made clothing. My father had custom-made suits made for himself. So I grew up in that environment that everybody dressed well.
Oh, that tie.
Yeah,
That's
just-
the tie to wear, huh?
This is an 11-fold tie.
Wow.
It takes twice the silk of a normal tie.
Okay.
This is the only company in the world that makes, see, 11-fold.
That's incredible. So when you have 11-fold, what's beautiful about that is it gives it that fullness, or
The fullness, uniqueness, oh, look, it's all done by hand, all stitched by hand. And it's just for the guy that wants the best.
one. Now, how much does a tie like that run?
The 11-fold, $375.
$375.
The normal one, $225.
Okay. Wow. I just want to see the look. sharp. Absolutely exquisite.
These actually were named in Rob Report magazine, best of the best.
The best of the best.
Yep.
No doubt about it.
Best of the best.
Best of the best.
Hey. No other way to go, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
You only live once.
That's
There we go,
right.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Besides, you have CEOs and different people in
I
different
have football
industries.
players, I have baseball players, very prominent baseball players. I won't mention any names, but
Well, there was one fun from Dominican Republic you were saying,
there's
which
a
was
few of them from the Like I said, I won't
they
mention
might,
their
they might
names.
make you feel good about knowing that they're wearing clothes that are just really make you look fabulous.
They do. If you don't have a good tailor or good clothing, I could spot them 100 yards away, but a well-made suit,
I think
it's very essential to a man, especially in certain business that he's in.
I think when you're wearing a very expensive, tasteful suit, it changes the way you walk. It changes the way you act, the way you carry yourself. I think it just there's a certain feel that you have when you're wearing one of these
Yeah,
suits.
but you get noticed. I get clients that say to me, "I've been buying expensive suits all my life,
Right.
but now that you put me together, people stop me in the street," and that's what I like to hear. Because
Yeah.
you got to put it together. Even though you spend a lot of money on a suit, if you don't
Right.
put the right shirt and the right tie and the right shoes, they ain't gonna work. So.
And they last. They're made well.
Oh yes, yes. Well,
Yeah.
there's 3 different ways of making a suit. One is called fused, which is mostly glued.
Okay.
Then there's a second type that most people wear is semi-fused, which is half canvas and half fused.
Oh, okay.
But the good one is called full canvas, which is like this, what we sell here. Full canvas suits are the best. A lot of people don't know that.
They
but
don't
that's-
know that.
Yes,
Yeah.
they don't.
I mean, I adore clothes, and I didn't know that.
And a lot of you go to a lot of stores, the salesmen don't know that, so you need to know that. But if you buy a canvas suit, it'll last you for years.
So the canvas is like a lining
Yeah, on the
underneath
inside,
the
it's
fabric.
natural canvas,
Uh-huh.
natural lining, and then it's all done by hand.
So it gives that strength, right? The durability.
It
That
gives you durability, but it gives you softness, so it moves with you. If you notice, a lot of the stuff that's glued is stiff and
yeah,
it's harsh.
right.
This just moves with your body. That's the difference of a well-made suit and less expensive suit.
Gotcha.
I won't say cheap, less expensive.
Well, you're a classic guy with gorgeous
Thank you. Thank you.
suits, yeah. And we had an amazing night tonight. We shot the streets. You did a really cool scene.
I'm a virgin. My first one.
Well, you broke out and you were off the hook. You
Thank
were
you.
amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. And yes, we were talking a little bit about your family earlier. You have a beautiful family.
5 kids,
Wow.
4 boys, and the last one was a girl.
Aw. And how old are they?
My oldest is 31, and my daughter is 17 years old. She just turned 17.
Fantastic.
So I have 3 in college. Next year, 4 in college. One of the first one finished. Thank God.
Yeah. You have one son that's here tonight,
Yes,
and
my autistic son.
he's insane.
Thank
Oh my
you.
God, so talented, so very detailed on what he's doing. The sound is current.
He has passion for that.
Yeah, well, like your passion to really
You have to.
project an art.
Yeah.
This is an art,
Yes. it is.
and he's got his own unique style. Yeah. So I can't wait to bring him on and introduce him. Hi, this is Elle from Age New Beginnings, and we're back with Antonio. And Antonio is a 20-year-old young man who's an incredible entrepreneur, like his dad.
Try to be.
Yeah. And a clothing line
Yes.
after your name, Smirk.
Smirk.
Your nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friends gave me when I was younger. But yeah, Smirk. Smirk Incorporated.
Fabulous. A very youthful, stylish look. And you have your album,
I do have my album.
your story.
Yeah. So with the whole album, each individual song was a different story that I wanted to portray. It's also kind of cool because the way I did it was when I recorded each individual song, I recorded them once and I never went back to it. So throughout the year and a half, however long it took me to record and really figure out everything and the stories that I wanted to portray and really pick and choose, you hear the progression over the year and a half, the year it took. So when you listen to the first song, or you listen to the last one, you can clearly hear the difference in the progression that I've made. So
And it has a lot of your emotion,
It
your
does, yeah.
feelings that you
Yeah.
were going through at that period, right? Yeah.
I think out of the 10 songs that I had on the album, there was about 40 something that I wrote total for it, and I had to pick and choose 10 that I really wanted on it. to tell the
Wow.
story. So
So you got more to pull from.
Yeah, I had definitely more to pull from. And it was an emotion. It was like any story. It's an emotional roller coaster.
Without a
so throughout listening to it, when you really listen in order, you feel it, and it's something that I've really pushed to encourage people to do, and something that I really wanted to do because it's real. It's real music.
Well, you're an incredible role model.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. And you're going to be working with an incredible guy, a guy who I absolutely adore. Yes, Hanson.
Let's introduce him to Strafe, who's excited about working with him. So we're going to work that out, which is really cool. And his father owns this company, so I don't want to be in front of the name. And he has his own clothing line. But wait. I'm listening to his track, and I'm like, this dude is bananas.
He's amazing.
Girl, you so damn sweet like gelato. You don't gotta do anything.
Now that I'm up next, bro, I'm nervous. I just want to get out there and do my thing, man.
You don't know me, but I thought that I would let you know. Yeah, they call me Smirk, but girl, my name's Antonio. You got me thinking about every which way I should go. You got me thinking of you when I'm in the studio. We should make a movie, you could call me Steven Spiel. Cause I'm all about that action, yeah, I keep it real. Don't you worry about the bills, call me Will Smith. I'm on my fucking rapper, pay the bill shit.
Here's a fun fact, this is actually my first show, so thank you to everybody that came out. Which one you doing next?
Site that people can kind of check you out and what you're doing and be aware of the clothing line, the new music, what you're,
Everything that I do is done through Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, it's at Smirk Music with an underscore at the end of all of it. You can find my clothing company. You can find any music I'm working on. Just stay up to date with everything. So follow my Instagram.
Yeah. And I bet you have a following of all these different girls that if they knew that you were working here on a certain day over here in Huntington. What's the address in Huntington that your dad's shop is?
245 West Jericho Turnpike.
Ah, a gorgeous place. So you grew up here, huh?
Yeah, I grew up on Long Island. Born and raised here. I got nothing to complain about.
Long Island, a lot of heavy hitters came from Long Island. But it was wonderful getting to know you.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely exquisite. And yeah, I'm excited what's yet to come.
Thank you.
But if you were to tell a guy, because you had said that you do something for a lot of men that don't know how.
Yes.
You how can I
Image consultant.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think it's so important because a lot of men, you're so focused on your career moves that they really don't know how to really put it all together.
Action.
Wow, look at that look. Very sharp. How does that feel? Oh, I love that.
Makes me feel like acting up.
Ready to party, celebrate. Oh, I love it.
Hey, Strafe.
Oh, shit, look. Anthony Malloy. You shop here, too.
Oh, yeah.
Are we ready?
You look like $1 million. You really do. Oh, look at that. Oh, we gotta change you up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Don't look at these in the other mirror.
Oh, but wait, come around and do a twirl around.
Okay, well, you know what?
Oh, look how it hugs the curves just the right way.
Just gotta do the bottom, do you set?
That's hot.
Thank you.
Love it. Oh, look at you.
So what I do, like I just came from Miami. I visited a client that called me that two of his friends, he's seen them around, they dress very well. He says, there's something wrong with the picture. I'm always, in court and I need to look good.
Yes.
And can you come down? So I flew down a week ago and I went to see him.
Right.
And he said he was getting suits from a certain company.
Right.
And they were telling him they were custom made, and when I got there and I saw the suit, it wasn't custom made.
You could feel it, you could taste it.
It was very inexpensive fabrics.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know. So, and then I showed them the difference. I said, whether you buy it from me or you buy it somewhere else, this is what you need to look for so you don't get cheated.
Right.
Because a lot of people say they're getting custom made, they're not. They're
Right.
not custom made. It's totally not. So I put them together, and they were selling them double pleats, which is out of style.
Right.
And he's short, and he's a little chubby. So you can't be with pleats. You look even bigger.
Right,
So
right. And you can't have
I
certain
let him try on
lines
some
and certain
flat,
things.
flat front pants. And as soon as he walked out, his wife looked at him and says, "You look like you lost 20 pounds."
Wow.
So it makes a
What
difference.
a difference.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just you got to put the right clothes on, the right size. A lot of people don't wear the right size clothes. It makes it look like they're like a refrigerator. They
Yeah.
look like a box. You want to be comfortable but still stylish.
Wow, look at that look. Very sharp. How does that feel? Oh, I love that.
Makes me feel like acting up.
Ready to party, celebrate. Oh, I love it.
And that's what we try to do here. We'll advise you how to look.
Right,
Okay.
right. So double-breasted isn't in anymore.
No, actually they're back.
They're back.
Yeah, a little shorter jacket, a little different pitch on the shoulder, but yes, they're back.
Okay.
Not as much. They really don't go out of style. It's
Okay.
just some years are used less than others.
Right.
Double breast is always in, but this year they're coming back.
So when you came back from the show, what is the hottest thing for 2019? Is it a certain color that makes it pop, or is it?
Well, there's a lot of colors that they use in Europe that here the men are not into it right now.
Right.
And it takes a little time to break them away from the grays and the blues and the blacks. But I bought a lot of new stuff. There's a lot of new shirting, new cloth in polos that I'm doing for next season. I'm excited about that. They're combining shirt fabrics with the polo fabrics in one. So it's an innovative kind of polo instead of the usual stuff that you see. So I'm excited getting that line in. I got a new line of shirts coming in. I got a new line of belts that I'm very excited of, and a new line of shoes.
Welcome back to Age New Beginnings, and we're still at Milano's, which we had an incredible action-packed day. We've been here for, it's like we moved in for the day.
It's been more than 5 minutes, that's for sure.
We came today, and what did we do? We filmed the Streets 2 with Rocky Rivera, Eddie Rocky Rivera, and then we styled you up and down with Milano wear. Gorgeous sports jacket. You looked incredible.
Yeah, thank you. Got
Yeah.
a whole nother look.
The clothes here
Definitely.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Totally class act. And just to get to know you, I mean, you, your dad was a musician,
Yes.
and you grew up with him mentoring you with music.
Yes.
And by the time you were 8, how many instruments were you playing?
Well, by 8, I was definitely singing in the school choir. I was playing violin and orchestra, and but I was learning drum rudiments and notation, and reading notation, and trumpet. Those were my initial instruments, and then I eventually settled on guitar. But I still pick up the trumpet and, time to time. Definitely something I do enjoy.
So music is really who you are. I mean, it's your soul, it's your passion.
It was our household, and music, the connection with music and time, and periods in time, and how it elevates moods, and it's definitely a medium between personalities and spirit and positive energy.
Absolutely. It can affect your state of mind on so many levels. Then when you were growing up as a teenager, you went with your dad and you were doing benefits, and you were going to hospitals, you were doing church charity events.
Yeah, we were. I've been serving as a musician all my life. The major labels to get our artists played on radio. If if you give us something for the streets, if the streets play it, then radio will have to play it because of the whole political thing with the payola and all of that at the radio station.
Yeah.
So the independent labels had a hard time getting this stuff played. So when I wrote Set It Off, it was based on writing something for the street DJs. And it's history now. It actually happened.
God.
I was able to accomplish that.
You
that
were
was my
everywhere.
goal.
You
But
were
my thing,
everywhere.
come on, think about it. I'm writing for the DJ, so party got to get started sometime. I'm writing all these songs, so I said, let me. And I tried to put every hook in there. So if they didn't like the song, maybe they can use the acapellas. My thing was if the song was saying what they could use. So it was written as a utilitarian tune. That was the design for it.
Right.
And it worked.
The magic is so many people fell in love with it. the energy of setting it up. I really have to go. I mean, I can't do it like you can. I mean, obviously.
Well, of course, but I mean, you can do it in
J-Lo
your
did
way.
it. But J-Lo did
J-Lo,
it. And how many other artists?
Oh, there's so many other artists. I mean, Monica
50
did Get It Off. There was so many 50 used it on his Out of Control. There's Little John and the East Side Boys. So many other acts. I mean, at one time it was Billboard declared the most sampled song of all time, and that's what I've been doing, managing the publishing and the master licenses. So if anybody wants to license it for another film or something, it's actually going to be in, well, it was in Spike Lee's She's Gotta Have It, even the reissued series of the movie. It's in that, that's on the Netflix, the first season. So there are a few other licensing projects that are in play. I don't want to mention anything. I would, but I'm waiting for the ink to dry on the contracts, you know.
All right, so you don't want to mention about the bounce that's happened
Oh,
to
well,
go?
I got,
That's
Hanson,
done.
you know,
Yeah.
I got this track that Hanson presented me with, and he invited me to join him on. It's a freestyle track, Bounce, Dance With Me.
Yeah.
And so
amazing.
with that,
Oh, just makes me want to move.
yeah, you know, I've been working, doing dates on the freestyle circuit with a bunch of the freestyle artists that are, you know, are popular.
Right.
You know, from TKA, Judy Torres, and Shannon, of course,
Yes.
and a whole bunch of them. You know, Suave, Coro. I can go on and on because
Endless.
you know, the Fever Records crew.
Yes.
Sal
Sal.
and the and his organization. So
He's constantly out there, constantly pushing.
yeah, and then he brings in
freestyle.
some of the old school artists, you
Yeah.
know, like the you know, some of the rap acts, you know.
Hey, let's hear you do it.
On the left, what? On the right, what?
Yo.
No, but I got some new ones, new pieces coming.
Yeah, we just take this down for a
Watch, I
second.
got another one for you to try.
Oh, okay.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
see, this is nice.
Look at this baby.
You look like such a superstar.
Look at this baby. Finish it off with a little icing on the cake here.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I like that blue chicken.
yeah, this is nice.
He knows his stuff.
doesn't he?
Shit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, look at that.
So I'll hook 'em up.
No, you're looking good.
I'm saying you're hooking me up.
Yeah.
You know how to put it together.
Huh?
Hey guys. It's Al.
It's your life.
Come join us.
Make it beautiful. Make it beautiful. Age of new beginnings. Make it beautiful.
Come on. That's what we do here.
Make it beautiful. Make it beautiful.
Come on. That's what we do here. Hey guys. It's Al.
It's your life.
Come join us.
Make it beautiful. Make it beautiful. Age of new beginnings. Make it beautiful.
Come on. That's what we do here.
Make it beautiful. Make it beautiful.
Come on. That's what we do here. Hey guys. It's Al.
It's your life.
Come join us.
Make it beautiful. Make it beautiful. Age of new beginnings. Make it beautiful.
Come on. That's what we do here.
Make it beautiful. Make